because Al Green has multiple bills on the floor. He has the Atonement Act, which would actually set up a reparations department specifically for Black Americans descendants of slavery to issue out capital loans, etc. But the other bill he's talking about is the reconciliation bill. This is a way for America to reconcile its differences, as he says, regards to the racism in the past and in the.
Listen, we ain't with all that reconcile stuff. See how they trying to play us? We reconcile. He's talking about reparations. It's like, listen, y'all they passed the bill. He sounds goofy. They passed the bill, y'all, so Black people can wear their hair however they want to wear their hair when they're working at racist places.
Might have to drop a dime on this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, Kamal, my dog, Don Jeter. I got Don Jeter in the building. I got to show out tonight, y'all. Ainswell, my boy called dog. Y'all, we finna get it. So I'm finna show y'all what these Democrats is. They all talking on the same points, and they trying to discredit Melrose Mike. Everybody trying to talk bad about him because he messing up their money. He messing up a lot of their money, y'all. I'm gonna get to it. Now, I reviewed Roland Martin last night, and y'all, they both sound exactly the same. Even Al Sharpton. They all saying the same thing. It's like, man, this guy's low IQ. They're calling Melrose Mike low IQ, and this is a tactic that white supremacy use on Black people. Anytime that we pushing the button and we got our foot on their neck, they try to call us low IQ. Like, we can't see y'all wasting money on immigrants and treating us like a stepchild. Check this out. But they want to make it seem like they so smart. They're the smartest people, but they don't never do nothing. Check this out. And hold on, I got to bring context to this because I exposed that this guy, Amazing Lucas, got a website to where he feels like he gives the ratings on the CBC and everybody who's Black. So now he's an agent that's working for them to make sure that they have good ratings on his website. People that we said is trash. He got Yvette Clark as a A+. Levon, what's good? OMV, what's good, family? Everybody in the building. I'm finna break down what he said, y'all. Yaru in the building. Salute to the Mars, man. I appreciate y'all for real.
Is this NAN conference. And you had this fulfillment by Amazon individual, the same individual that was screaming at Al Sharpton and Zoran Mondani, talking about, oh, he's a buttered chicken eating tether and stuff like that. Yes, that individual.
Hey, yo, Mondani, I see you, nigga. This gonna be your first and only administration, you dig? We getting you up out of here. No check, no vote. That means no check, no job.
This simpleton, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's safe to say that this.
Now, if y'all check out the wording that he used, my thing kind of look, they tripping on me today. Y'all check this out, Amazing Doofus. Check that out, y'all. But look, he uses the same terms that Roland Martin did. I just did a live on Roland Martin yesterday. Roland Martin used simple simpleton, something like that. Simple Simon. He's using the same thing that Roland Martin is using, the same words. Just like how James Smalls called us the CIA. They was like, yo, the CIA. And everybody was using the CIA agents. Everybody saying the same thing. They're giving the memo to all the agents to say the same thing. So it, so it stick, so it sound better. Shout out, bro. That's the website we watched and knew it was Democrat ran. Exactly. He tried to he's trying to save the Democrat Party, will act like he's going against them, but he's really like trying to give them a good grade because I'm out here smashing on the CBC. So they got to get the agents to, they got to get the agents to step up. But check this out.
Individual is not only politically low IQ, but I think intellectually, he's also low IQ. I think, his elevator doesn't go to the top. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's a few clowns short of a circus.
Now, this is what all of these Democrats got to say. They want to make it seem like these guys are just the highest IQ. Like, what do they do? What have they done to make themselves seem like they so damn smart? Salute, Earl Thomas. Appreciate you, fam. Kind of sound like bruh too, don't he? It's like they do a training. It has to be a bootleg training, it got to be a training that they go to, and they just got the same talking points, same style of talking too.
I mean, there's many ways to describe this person, but he goes up there and he's talking about how Democrats don't know how to talk to young people, and he criticizes Al Green.
Yesterday, you had Al Green up here talking about we need a Secretary of Reconciliation, and then that's going to include what he said was reparations, which, by the way, wasn't reparations. Reparations is more than a check, but the very first thing it is a check. And come this year during the midterms and in 2028, if you don't have our check, you won't get no vote.
What? And he's talking about how it's basically, for lack of better words, a trick bag. It's a trick bag family, and that it's reparations, but it's not reparations. And reparations is more than money, but it also starts with money. And it's just like, bruh, first and foremost, for those you don't know what Al Green was talking about, because Al Green has multiple bills on the floor. He has the Atonement Act, which would actually set up a reparations department specifically for Black Americans, descendants of slavery, to issue out capital, loans, etc. But the other bill he's talking about is the reconciliation bill. This is a way for America to reconcile its differences, as he says, regards to the racism in the past and in the.
Listen, we ain't with all that reconcile stuff. See how they trying to play us? We reconcile. He's talking about reparations. It's like, listen, they passed the bill. He sounds goofy. They passed the bill, y'all, so Black people can wear their hair however they want to wear their hair when they're working at racist places. You can't make that up. I ain't even lying. A bill was passed for our hair so we can be slaves, rather than them passing a bill that really we cared about. So now they acting like, okay, we got these bills that's on reconciliation of reparations. What is you talking about? It's like all of this stuff, but it's not. Push the bill, the Crown Act, right, man, the Crown Act for their hair. It's like, what are they saying? He's talking about loans. So we can get loans, and like, what are you saying, bro? It's like you steady trying to run around what we saying. It's either have the check or we're not participating in your party. It ain't no other way around it. But they want to make us sound slow, like we don't have experience. We ain't live a life of people trying to get over. Like we just that slow that we just think we can't call that out. Salute. Crown Act was for everybody. But it was a nothing burger. Bro, give me reparations bill over a Crown Act. Nobody would never. Whoever pushed a Crown Act bill before reparations needs to be fired, and they don't need to represent us never, ever again. Any of these bills that they're coming up with, these people need to be fired. You don't need to represent us. If you think doing something is coming up with a Crown Act, we don't need you in office, fam. You lost. You way past where we need you to be. If we look at all the bills that the Democrat Party is passing, you will probably want to put hands and feet on them. Because it's like they playing with your intelligence. Look at all the bills Look at the Asian hate bill. Look at all these other bills that these other nationalities get. And it ain't nothing it is nothing bullshit about their bills, fam. They get stuff that they need. But yeah, man. That's what, but this is what he's saying. I'm gonna let them play, but this is how they trying to play us like we stupid, man. Check this
Present. And he sees this as a means to implement reparation.
We also have legislation for what we call a Department of Reconciliation. We have to reconcile our differences. And this goes beyond African Americans, the trail.
You see this? We through with this reconcile. We ain't on that. They try to use these big words on us, y'all. Look, they think we slow. They using these big words, these nothing burgers, and it's not gonna do anything. Nobody was stopping me from wearing my natural hair. When have anybody stopped you? This is what I'm saying. Why was that so important? Like, why was your natural hair so important to get a bill passed? Tiny hat controlling both parties. Salute, J Money. You already know. Ain't no way they gonna play with us like that and think that these people are pushing bills for us. They still not pushing no bills. He talking about a reconciliation. He said this goes beyond African American. I'm gonna play it back what the man said. You got dang Al Sharpton sitting there with his legs crossed. Check this out.
Called a Department of Reconciliation. We have to reconcile our differences. And this goes beyond African Americans, the Trail of Tears, what happened to the Japanese internments.
What do you mean what happened to the Japanese? They got their money. They got their money. Did you have to do a reconciliation with them? Did you do any reconciliation with the little hats? Nobody else had any. They did not use this word for nobody else but us, y'all. I never heard that word. When I'm researching and I'm reading through how they did reparations for everybody else, I never hear that word. I never seen, okay, you know, they had a process, they had to reconcile. The crown that got us looking wild, right? I'm like, I just feel like it's disrespectful to even play with me like that and try to push a bill so I can have my hairstyles in your workforce. Like somehow they think that that's doing something for us. That shouldn't even be an issue because we should be setting up our own institutions anyway. So that shouldn't even matter because we in somebody else's home. Of course, they're going to want us to be presented how they want us to present. They did it in South Africa. No money, just telling what crimes they committed. Right. They want to make us feel comfortable being slaves. Oh, let's make sure that they know that they can wear their hair anywhere they want and they won't get fired. While we around here pushing for reparations, land, big tangibles. They pushing bills like this. And look at any other bill that they push. If we see any bill, that's just an example to let you know the Crown Act is just an example of to let us know the bullshit that they pushing, the bullshit bills that they are pushing. Stop talking about how slow we is. We can recap all of the bills and everything that y'all standing for, and we reading it and we like, you just gonna think that we just stupid? Man, them illegals getting checks and all kind of food and housing and y'all, they made a bill so we can wear our hair however we want when we have to work into these slave plantations. That's what the Democrats, I mean, something that we can see that was for us. They didn't do anything. But listen to how this man talk, like they're so smart that they ain't never did nothing.
We've got to reconcile our differences. So we need a Secretary of Reconciliation, just as we have a Secretary of Education, a Secretary of Labor. We need a Secretary of Reconciliation who will report directly to a president, not this president, directly to a president. And the job would be to reconcile our differences. And that reconciliation for me, I say this with no shame, no embarrassment. I am unapologetically Black. And I say this, that would include reparations. Reparations for the 240 years of free labor that people still benefit today from, and that we were locked out of opportunities along the way while they were benefiting.
So he's trying to, multiple ways to skin a cat, right? You got HR 40, you got the Atonement Act, you have the reconciliation. This is what's going on right now. Now, the problem with some of these bills, albeit, is that when it comes to reconciliation, because it's diluted, I would argue it makes it easier and more palatable for Congress to pass, especially when it comes to Republicans. Not that anything would pass this House or this Senate, right? Not that anything would pass the Congress to begin with. And, Al Green makes a point of saying that. But it makes it easier for them to, to stomach this because it's not specifically helping Black people as opposed to the Atonement or HR 40. And you have to understand, in a country that you believe and know to be anti-Black, I don't know why you expect that. It's this concept that they want someone to come out like a presidential candidate, be like, I'm going to give reparations for Black people. Like, what planet would a president of an anti-Black country come out and say that, or even run off of that? That's not going to happen. We saw how Kamala tried to say, hey, I believe there needs to be a form of reparations. Hey, we need to have a Black man agenda. And they scoffed at that. And, that's why, I would agree with, and we're going to get to that, when Al Sharpton talks about them being agents, because that's.
See how he's saying, talking about us being agents? They talking about us being agents. So they pushing this because we is saying that we want something tangible. The Black man agenda was BS. Bro, he's such a hater. He's such a hater of what we're trying to do. But my point is, it's that Roland Martin said in his video, he said that we're not going to get this bill passed because Republicans got to vote on it. How did they get the Crown Act passed? I didn't bring up the Crown Act they didn't bring up the Crown Act, Levon. I brought up the Crown Act. My point is, if Roland Martin said the Republicans will never sign a bill that's for us, why would they sign the Crown Act? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got that bill in there to pass. They got nervous when we're content. FBA silence makes their world unalive. For real. They are silly. That's why I brought up the Crown Act, Levon. I didn't bring it up because I'm just saying Roland Martin said we can't get nothing passed. They're not gonna sign nothing off. But y'all got something signed off. It's things getting signed off all the time and money getting pushed around. We know that for a fact. Man, know it all, but he's just selling. He know how to lie. See, to be able to lie, you're gonna have to have somebody that's a great speaker for them to lie. You get me? You need them to switch it up. You need them to finesse the whole situation. You don't pass a reparations bill. You write reparations into an appropriation bill that's already going to be passed. Exactly. Child of God, salute. Let me put gotcha. We don't need this, Buster. Salute, fresh always, man. Appreciate you, bro. Always tapping in. Yeah, fam. This is, I mean, we finna hear
exactly agent behavior. It's always holding water for Republicans while castigating Democrats. Democrats bad, Democrats bad. I'm not a Republican, but Democrats bad, right? And it's like,
now, this is when they try to push the goalpost. This is a lie. You heard Melrose Mike go up on the stadium and say the Republicans, the Democrats is no better than Republicans. He's saying that. We're saying that. Ain't nobody around here is talking about, we just talking bad about the Democrats. We're just associated with the Democrats more than we are with the Republicans, because y'all the one that say you ain't black if you don't vote for the Democrats. So we have a relationship with y'all. Our grandmas, our parents done been voting Democrats. We have a relationship. So this is why y'all get all of this smoke. But we don't care about politics at all. We care about our people. We care about bills that's passed that's for us. They're so high Q while I was rolling, getting fired from every major TV news station. That's what I'm saying. Agents are quick to call somebody an agent. I'm noticing that, Lavon. I'm noticing that. They even calling Melrose Mike an agent. Like, bro, why would this man, I done been seeing this man talk about reparations and going on panels and speaking to people passionately. Because this is how we feel. How Melrose spoke, that's how we feel. Not so amazing, Lucas. Yeah, man, let's let them kill themselves. But check this out. Listen to what he's saying.
You an agent. That's what you are. You're an agent of chaos division. That's what you're doing. Then he goes on to talk about, we got to cut the check. This foolishness. Y'all got to cut the check. Okay, during midterms, y'all either cut the check or, we not voting, right? And then he goes on to say that, Biden's a racist, Kamala's a racist, Trump's a racist, that, both parties are racist.
No check, no vote.
But did y'all hear what he said just then? But he just was saying that we just got all the smoke for the Democrats, but we ain't saying nothing for the Republicans. He just got on here and lied on Marlo Mike. I'm calling him Marlo Mike. That's Boosie, Melrose Mike. I don't know why I keep thinking of Marlo Mike every time I think of Melrose, man. They so annoying, family. It's like this man Melrose just shitted on all of the politics, letting us know that we don't give a damn about any of them. We not playing that game. We playing a tangible game. Just like Amazing Lucas is playing. Whoever's giving Amazing Lucas that bag, that's who he's repping. That's who he's looking out for. That's how they're playing it. They're not even going for nothing else. Yeah, man, salute to brother Melrose. Yeah, like they calling my guy agent. Real agents is calling him an agent. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. We got real informants. People who really work for them people is calling us agents. But it's really to discredit somebody that they know is real deal. That's how to discredit us, because they know we real deal Holyfield. They know we got the sauce, we got the influence. So it's like that's what they feel like is gonna discredit us, to where certain men or certain people are gonna be like, yeah, man, them people the police, we ain't gonna deal with delineation. Yeah, he clearly a shield, fam. For both sides. Whoever giving him the money, he gonna toot it up. He gonna toot it up for Lucas.
Oh, yeah, I know that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what's happening. So if you want our vote, you got to come with our paper. We're not scared of Trump. We're not scared of anybody. Biden is a racist. Trump is a racist. Kamala is a racist. And if you don't have our money, you don't get our vote.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, Lord in heaven, I would argue this is another reason, side note, that I would be pro-abortion. Okay, I mean genuinely hardcore in favor of abortion. Damn, We don't need people like this, okay? Black women, you've got to protect the womb, all right? That's what I would say, protect the womb. If there's even a chance in your mind that the person...
So this is what they running with. They running with, you know, we so, for real, they running with, you know, we so on point, we so on code that they got to discredit it. They got to lie. You feel me? Alive, and because this hurts his pockets. It's crazy, ain't it? Bro, we got to put real, like, I wouldn't mind if somebody gave real pressure to Amazing Lucas for this, bro. Like, real deal. He in LA? What a clown. Yeah, bro, he just said, I'm going to let him play. He just said the man need to be unalive. That he's so stupid.
That you have consummated with is low IQ, all right, by any metric, politically, intelligently, work-wise, business-wise, by any metric. If that person...
Now, let's keep it all the way 100. Melrose Mike, we can all see that he's a very intellectual man. We can see that clearly, right? Nobody can, like, there's no reason why you would call you know, somebody like that who carries himself like Melrose. There's no way you would call somebody like that low IQ. But this is what they want. This is what they want us to pick up on. We know that man is far from low IQ. We look at the Democrats and we like, y'all just talk it, but y'all are really like bozos, like dumb to us. It's like, how do you feel like somebody is going to catch on to this? What you getting paid?
They don't deserve offspring. Stop giving them offspring and then offloading their responsibility.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Stop doing that. Just...
Yeah, because I remember that too. Shout out to it. I tried to speak to him. And this man didn't even want to, like, they know how to deter conversations so they don't get exposed. They know the points that's going to expose them and they know how to run from it. And he definitely deterred me off.
Terminate the pregnancy. It's that simple. I don't know what to tell you. Now,
exactly.
But what Al Sharpton comes out and says is that, hey, this is agent behavior, because where are you going to get the reparations from, right? You have to vote people into office that are going to be voting to give you this check.
And you with him on them calling us agents. It's like, bro, I'm so tired of this, man. This is wild. He really just said that. Yeah, he said that. He did say that, fam. It's Cynthia G shit. He did the same thing with Afro Elite. Yeah, they were saying that. He did the same thing. The Afro Elite kept running him around. He don't want to answer a question that we got for him. It's always, you know, they don't want to get exposed. He ain't lived a black experience here. His white side wanted him terminated. Big facts.
But you get provocateurs, because anybody that is talking to somebody younger than them holding the mic, then you know that they paid agents. Oh. Because you cannot get reparations without putting people in office that's going to pay them.
So if they're both racist, if you're saying Republicans are racist, Democrats are racist, it's the same bird and everything. If that's what you're saying, then what are you complaining about, fam? Then who's cutting this check? If they're both anti-black racists, who's cutting this check? Duh, right?
So you can, in one hand, say, but don't vote for everybody, they racist, but I want reparations. Who gonna pay you?
This is what we saying. It's racist because y'all run around our reparations. We looking at the bills. We looking at these bullshit ass bills that y'all getting passed. And that's letting us see that, yeah, both of them is not for us. You gave them a hate bill. We giving money to indigenous people here. We done gave money to the little hats. We gave money to Japan for bombing them. We ain't give no money to Black Wall Street for tearing down our black cities. If we look at what happened to us and how y'all treat money with other people, the whole system look racist. It is. They saying the KKK came from the Democrats. It looks like the whole thing is racist towards us. How does that not seem? Everybody can see it. I mean, that's what I would think. The terminal not even critical as the months go on. What we about to see going to be so bold. An agent defending another agent. You get what I'm saying? Why is you defending a whole nother agent calling us an agent?
Someone cooked here.
So either you paid or you stupid or both.
Damn! This is the foolishness. This is the hustle of these agents, of these provocateurs. They are nothing more than right-wing MAGA agents. That's all. See, they steady trying to just put us on the right side. That's how you know he's getting paid, fam. Yeah, they promote these corn muffins, bro. He's steady saying that we are right-wing. That's the same thing they've been saying about FBA. Right-wing agents. Deflecting. That's all they do is deflect, fam.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.